The only way to find the man I sought was through his reputation, not the idle chat of the tavern. I needed the respectful valuation of the shipwrights themselves. The appearance of a mighty earl, for sure, filled them with awe, but the interest I showed in their work loosened tongues, and the tempting thought of the undoubted wealth I might bring rendered them cooperative. I trod warily, aware of petty jealousies, but as I investigated, one name gained unanimous approbation: Horrocks the stemsmith, and I was now in a position to put him to the test. Master Horrocks, I would be grateful if you would spend the morning with me, explaining your craftsmanship of great renown. I liked his reaction, but observed how the demand troubled him. A master shipwright has no time to spare on tittle-tattle, but it is not every day that the foremost earl in the land visits your place of work and requests your attention. I witnessed the battle fought and won in his visage. My lord, I am your servant. What is it you require of me? Take me around the yard and show me how you build a warship. You will then explain to me how you would make the best longship that ever took to the water, one that would be the envy of every seafaring nation. Except, and I was about to reveal its true purpose. I scrutinized his weather-beaten countenance, and it gratified me with an eager yellow-toothed grin that indicated the issuing of previous appreciation. Oh, Godwine, I will build you the most magnificent vessel I am capable of. It will be your pride and joy, lord. I cut him short. It will not yet be spoken of to anyone, Horrocks. It must remain between you and me. Is that clear? I smiled at the confusion on his face. Aye, lord. This craft will be a gift from me to the king, and it must be worthy of any monarch in any land. The king! The price will be unimportant, my friend. Spare no cost. Now let us go, for you must explain your ship, and wrongly, I freely admit, we take the likes of you for granted. I am a curious man, and everything, whether in nature or man-made, interests me. Since my childhood, ships have been a passion. Without them, my people would have never reached these isles. It is fair to say that life on the wide ocean is in our blood. It is the spirit of our race. Horrocks, with infectious enthusiasm, began to describe his art as we walked towards the dock. He left me in no doubt about his heritage. My father, and his father before him, plied this trade. First, lord, the ship is only as good as the timber she's made of. I learnt that as a wide-eyed child. So we select only the very best oak for the keel and the hull, and the straightest forest pine for the mast. Where do you obtain the wood? Do the trees grow nearby? Horrocks laughed. The Andersweld supplies the oak, and it is close by. But the pine they send us from Norway in exchange for oak. We need each other, do you see? Everything we do respects the wood, else we cannot create a light and flexible vessel, one that skims over the tops of the waves, one with a heart to weather Wade's darkest storm. I was surprised to hear the name of Wade, the pagan god of the sea, but made no mention. How did you lose your thumb, Horrocks? In all my years as a warrior, fighting the bloodiest of conflicts, I had rarely seen a man without his thumb. Plenty without fingers, but the thumb. As a fool does, lord. When I was young and careless, I put my hand in the wrong place and had it crushed for my distractions. It had to be taken off before it went bad. Nothing else to be done. Does it impair your work? He shook his head.